So, like we said, it's springtime. Now's the time to get your stuff ready. Yeah. So don't wait till the last minute, which it may be already last minute now, but go ahead and go out there in the garage and get your rods out, dust them off. And if you hadn't been fishing all year, and what's some of the tips and tricks there to just be ready?
Yeah, I would always tell, and I've been guilty of this. I've got a lot of friends that are real guilty of this, but line's kind of the cheapest part of this equation.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty critical link between you and that fish you're trying to catch. Yeah. Put some dang new line on your reels. Yeah. And if you're taking somebody fishing, don't send them out there with janky year-old line. It's all coiled up. It's going to break. Take 10 minutes, put a new line on a reel. And, today's world crappie fishing, I use braided line, and it does last. It lasts significantly longer than monofilament or fluorocarbon, and then I'll tie a fluorocarbon leader.
Okay.
So my braided main line, my bass reels, I'll change it a little more frequently, but on my crappie reels, it'll last for a long time. So a little bit more money on the front end because it's a little more expensive, but you get a lot more life out of it.
Sure.
And this stuff's made for spinning reels. It just handles like silk, and you can't hardly break it, and it's a good deal. So put some braided line on your spinning reels if that's what you use. That's what I prefer. And take a tip I learned when I was a kid. Take a Q-tip and put it in all the guides on your rod and spin it. And if there's a crack, it'll catch some of that cotton fuzz and pull it out. Yeah. And there's nothing worse, and we've all been there. You've got that fish on, and you just it's the one you came here for. Something happens and you lose it. It breaks off. Your line gets broken or cut, and you can mitigate a lot of that with just a little bit of preventative maintenance on the front end.
I feel like he's talking to me because last time I took my son, I was tying a bait on for him, and I was like, this is the best knot you could use. I think it was Palomar. I was doing Palomar knot, and I was like, it's going to be good and tight. You're going to, and I pull it tight, and it pops, and I'm like, dang, that's an old line.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to go change my line.
I love the Q-tip as well. Yeah, that's great.
I can't remember. I'm reading something when I was I've always been kind of a fishing junkie since I was a kid, and I remember I'd get my rods out every so often and run a Q-tip through all the eyes, and it does. I've found cracked guides. That ceramic is.
I bet. Yeah,
it'll crack.